Markelle Fultz. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Turner. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
The free throw good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Orlando has it. To Fultz. Here comes the screen. Markelle Fultz. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Augustine with the basketball. Down 8 to Aaron Gordon. Rebound cleared by the Pacers. Five to shoot for Indiana. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Fultz. Gets a shot and a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
Beyond the arc for three. Can't get the bounce. Augustine with it up top. Margins 8. To Mo Bamba. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Missed it at the line. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Driving right to the basket. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
That's a dig. That's a dig. Oh, you got the screen right. Screen right. Screen right.
blocked away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Has a chance. Gordon shot. No good. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. Magic basketball. Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Brogdon. That pass stolen by Orlando. Off the assist.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Now the Pacers go to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Got some for me.
Subbing in for the Pacers, number 11, Domantas Sabonis.
Cut him. Cut him. We got him. Here we go.
To Brogdon. Now a steal as the Magic have it.
We gonna see a team take the lead here?
Magic on the possession. Knocked loose. To Vucevic. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
The assist from number 33, Miles Turner.
To Vucevic. Rises for the slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To Brogdon. And he'll head to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Oops, he missed the first one.
Number 10, Evan Fournier. Into the game for the Indiana Pacers, number 25.
Oh, he missed them both. Grant with the basketball. Lead is 2. Has a look. Jumper's good.
Good shot, man.
You know, everyone gets lucky from time to time. You played the probability game perfectly on that possession.
To Turner.
Good help.
To Fournier. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. but there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Block up. There you go. Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Nikola. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Substitution being made in this one. That pass stolen by Orlando.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Count the bucket for two.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Here comes the screen. That'll get out off one of the Pacers. Knocked loose. In the front court, it's Augustine. It's an 8-point lead. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Brogdon. Here comes the screen. To Brogdon. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Shot from in close, no good. Augustine with the basketball. His team on top by 8. To Vucevic. Miles Turner snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
The follow won't go either. Orlando ball. Fournier.
Defense, let's go.
Nice pass to get things going.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
New blood coming in for both sides. Throws it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
That's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Brogdon. Here's Orlando with the basketball. Fournier. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
cashes in for two.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Knocked loose. Pacers have it. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy two on the other end after the turnover.
An easy two, get back on defense.
No good, and no foul.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
That's it for the first half, with the Magic in front.
Thanks, Ed. The Magic are in a tight battle after two quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Orlando Magic. The Pacers are keeping things competitive after two quarters. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. These are the guys getting buckets for the Indiana Pacers.
Game track. Steals.
Some very aggressive defense has allowed both teams to rack up a lot of steals. Ball security will be the key in the upcoming half, especially for the weakest dribblers. You know who you are.
Player of the half.
Nikola Vucevic couldn't be denied the award after all of those slams. He might get top plays all to himself at the end of the game if he keeps this up.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top three plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Pacers control.
Here we go. I got him.
To Turner. Here's a chance from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Fournier. Deep two there, won't go.
They've been getting open looks, makeable shots that just can't find their way in, but it makes these next few offensive possessions down the stretch even more important.
Got a piece.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare to the rim for a lob.
It's Orlando's ball. To Fournier. Curling inside. And a put-back slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Brogdon. Here comes the screen. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Yes, Aaron Gordon. He's 3 for 7.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 72%. Knocks down the first.
Oh, I see you've been working out, huh?
Goes 2 for 2.
Good shot, good shot. I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
Shot from the lane won't go. To Gordon. Terrific vision. Big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Turner. Miles Turner slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Domantas Sabonis. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 72%. First one goes down. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Augustine, defended by Warren. To Vucevic. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Slam dunk, Malcolm Brogdon.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Indiana with the basketball.
Hey, watch this screen.
The drive right to the basket. Nothing going here on that drive. and scores.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean that his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Augustine with it up top. The lead is 2. Terrence Ross, guarded by T.J. Warren. And takes it away. Goes to the right side. Through 3, too easy. Defense has to communicate.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
To Fournier. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
And a nice finish at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Fournier. Domantas Sabonis. Huge block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Magic have it. Magic have it. Controlled the lane and finished strong at the hoop on that one.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Here comes the screen. To Brogdon. Driving right to the basket. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Orlando has it. Fournier. Domantas Sabonis sends it away. He throws it down.
These are missed opportunities. When a guy puts his head down, the help defender closest to the ball, you need to get your hand and scrape inside there. If he has his head down, he can't see you coming from the blind side.
The drive right to the basket. Can't connect from in close.
I agree, I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go up 2 legs and expect the contact.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. Magic basketball. Markelle Fultz. He's now 4 for 6.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
And a chance coming up at the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
And hits the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To Fultz. Short jumper won't fall. LeVert with a shot, no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to get great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
And counted at the rim.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Mo Bamba. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Now a steal as the Magic have it. To Fultz. Nothing going here on that drive. Fultz. They work it down to Aminu. And the finish at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. Kicks it around the perimeter. Fires the three. Can't connect. It's no good. Fultz with the basketball. Up 6. Right time. Right player.
Can't teach. Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Wesowandu swats it. 4th this contest.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. With the interception, great defensive play. Deep left corner. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Knocks it down.
They're shooting the ball well to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Screen coming. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Here comes the screen. Driving right to the basket. Kicks it around the perimeter. Five to shoot. 24-second violation. Grant with the basketball. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Oh, the Pacers come away with the steal. Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. This game is all tied up. It's Magic basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. And this game's been everything we could have hoped for. All tied up after three.
This is what happens when you have winners on both sides. People who are not willing to give up and will continue to scrape and claw to get themselves in the position to win this ballgame.
Knocked loose. Lays it up and in.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
It's Indiana basketball. The screen sets him up for two.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
To Mo Bamba. Good. Off a spin.
Bold. I'm sure his teammates and coaches were wondering why he'd do that now. But it worked.
Here comes the screen. From long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To Aaron Gordon. Yes, Aaron Gordon. With that, he's 5 for 9.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in think you can get more at the rim.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is,
ferocious slam inside.
well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. False. Not that time. He missed it. Here comes the screen. Oh, nice find for the basket.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Grant with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. Gordon. The drive, right to the basket. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Pacers with the possession. That pass stolen by Orlando.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Mo Bamba. Oh, defender pulls the chair. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Knocked loose. He was hacked. They let it go.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Now whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where I get a chance to see if coaches can change it up. Maybe let one of your players lead the timeout so your team can hear a different voice to keep everybody engaged. Maybe like the Warriors did with Andre Iguodala.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Great dish to set it up. Oh, emphatic slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Mo Bamba. Oh, defender pulling the chair. Finishes strong.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The assist from number 3.
To Fultz. Gordon. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down. Here comes the screen. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Knocked loose. Pacers have it. Add 2 points to the board.
Everybody is going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay. But you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it. Lets it fly from long range, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First free throw is good. Second and 3, no good.
Stepping in for Indiana, number 33,
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Don't seem shocked. This is like shooting a layup.
Number 33, Miles Turner.
To Fournier. Pacers have it. Beyond the arc for three. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Number 10, Evan Fournier.
Pacers control. Sizing up the defense. Five to shoot for Indiana. Here's a chance from long range. That no good, off the mark. In the front court, it's Augustine. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. That's no good. To Turner. A drive, but he can't get it to go. To Vucevic. Layup goes down. Well done.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Turner. Nikola Vucevic rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Nice pass to set things up.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Turner, Magic in control. To Fournier. Count the basket inside. Emphatic slam. Coach of the Magic will use a timeout as he'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game.
The best basketball. And I know I'm saying this and I shouldn't be saying it because I'm calling the broadcast, but as a player and a fan, you know you tune in to the fourth. This is where guys earn their paychecks. This is where you see real fight and real hustle.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Into the game for
To Vucevic.
number 25.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
To Turner. Miles Turner slams it down.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Augustine with the basketball. Leads 4. To Vucevic. Easy path to the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Nikola Vucevic with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Fournier. Vucevic. To Gordon. Able to convert inside.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Here comes the screen. Fires the 3, and he hits.
Just because someone is listening to you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
To Vucevic. Gordon. To Vucevic. Miles Turner with a piece. Ooh, 5 now. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 22, Jaron Grant.
Fournier. Gets a look. Can't hit. Indiana with the basketball. Here comes the screen. To Turner. Nikola Vucevic pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
For 3.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Team foul. Orlando then are in the penalty.
Knocks down the first. And he hits the second. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Runner's good there.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it.
It's time to take advantage of an extra possession.
Curling inside. Working it outside.
Hey, we're switching here.
Fires the 3. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Magic own the possession. Fournier. Off the assist.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Going to launch beyond the arc. It's no good. Shot's not going down.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Now an intentional foul, and they get it with 9 seconds remaining.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad, just when they needed it.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. Now the Magic going to signal for a timeout. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a three. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Two huge free throws in a one-point game. Intentional foul is going to make him earn it at the line.
Some players are built to handle these moments. On one end, you just sparked your team, and at the same time, you also got under your opponent's skin. Just want to manage through the emotions here and not take it too far.
Two for 2 on that trip. Now a whistle, and Orlando is going to use a timeout. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. Deep three at the buzzer. This one to the Pacers as they win this one by 3. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here. And I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pacers emerged victorious after a tight finish. The defense in this matchup was outstanding. When they weren't blocking shots, they were making steals. And it all came together for a terrific win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Indiana Pacers. The Magic just couldn't close this one out. And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. Assists.
I was really impressed by the way these teams shared the ball. As you can see in these highlights, the ball movement was spectacular. It can't be said enough. The extra pass can make all of the difference.
Player of the game. Cole.
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even if that does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.